everybody and welcome back to a new video. So I am in the same outfit as I was for Friday reviews, and that is because I've just done Friday reviews and I was editing some things, and yesterday I uploaded Josh's top 5 February Money Movie Hunt pickup movies, whatever you want to call that. And OJCB Media 21 commented and put a comment, but at the end put they would also like to see my top 5 of the month. And I thought, well, that's kind of interesting because I guess that makes sense. And I kind of have thought about it before, but then I'm terrible at putting things in an order. That's why I've never done like a top 10 favourite movies or top, I just don't do, I find it hard to put certain things in orders and lists. I'm like, oh no, and then I change them and it's just a whole disaster. So this is my try at my top 5 movies for the February Monday Movie Hunt pickups. But that even makes sense. So this is why I make Josh do this video. I'm just not really good at it. But yeah, so I would say I'm excited about this, but I don't know. I'm looking at my pile and I'm unsure. And I think the problem is, in February it was like a weird month. I gave so many films 4 stars, which you'll see if you see my letterbox. Like, so many of them got 4 stars. So then within those 4 stars, to put them in a rank, it was really hard, and I don't know if I've got it right. I don't know. So there's some movies you might be like, oh, okay, that's weird that it's not on here, but it's just what happened. Also, at the weekend, today's Friday, Saturday or Sunday, probably Sunday, I will definitely upload the February Blu-ray releases overview recap, explaining what came out on what day, what stars I gave to what, etc, etc. So that will be up soon too. So if you want to know what is out, what the choices were, make sure to tune in on at the weekend and keep an eye out for that. So you can hit the little bell too if you really want to get the notification. I've actually been doing that on other people's videos lately, and I'm like, it's not too bad. Because I was worried about getting too many notifications, but I quite like it actually. Anyway, whew, okay, sorry. Moving on to number 5. Okay, number 5, I've got Trolls. I just talked about Trolls today because I rewatched it. Now this is the only film that I've rewatched that's come out in 2017 so far on Blu-ray. So in that point I was like, it probably deserves a place on this list. It's stuck in my mind, whereas some of the other 4-star ratings, which I was like iffing and ahhing whether to put in its place, I feel like are a little bit more forgettable. Trolls is a great animation movie, it's got great songs, it's a little bit cheesy. I gave it 4 stars. But yeah, I'm going to put it in my number 5 spot, so that's Trolls. This is the number 5 spot was the one that I was really kind of struggling with. Number 1 and 2 I have no problem with, but number 5, maybe a couple of the others, I was like, But yeah, no, Trolls, I've watched it twice. I would watch it again. I did enjoy it, so I'm putting it in my top 5. Okay, at number 4, I've got A Street Cat Named Bob. I really did enjoy this, but I just absolutely fell in love with Bob. I feel like I'm never going to forget Bob. Bob is the cat. I love Bob. He's brilliant. The film was done very well. I thought it was very interesting. It's definitely stuck with me. It's stuck in my mind. Again, I gave this 4 stars. I really, really did enjoy it. I feel like with this one, I had a problem whether this should be number 4 or number 3. I can't really decide between this and the next one, what order to put them in. But still, it's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, I do definitely recommend it. I have talked about it a little bit more in another video. That's kind of why I was worried to do this video, because I've talked about them a lot, but I didn't want to just be repetitive, or maybe you don't mind. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was very, very sweet. It was different than I expected it to be, and I would recommend it. Like I say, if you like cats, you can't go wrong, because Bob is honestly the cutest, sweetest cat ever, and Bob plays Bob, so it's just brilliant. So yeah, that's number 4. At number 3, I've got Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I really, again, I gave this 4 stars. It was kind of hard to put these in an order. I enjoyed this movie, and I want to watch it again. I'd read the book. I think I preferred the book than the film, but I liked what the film changed. I feel like there's a lot to discuss with this film. I'm very interested in it. I really like the concept. I think the story that Ransom Riggs wrote was brilliant. I really liked the way that Tim Burton directed this, but I feel like I was expecting a little bit more from the film. So maybe I think that's the problem. I gave it 4. It was still a great film and I really enjoyed it, but I feel like because I had such high expectations for this one, it just didn't quite meet them. So I was a little bit let down, but still, I think I'm happy with its place in the top 5, and I would recommend it. Definitely watch it. I feel like people haven't talked about it as much lately. But yeah, and I was surprised as well that Josh didn't put this on his list, so I don't know. It's interesting. I thought, oh, that would be one that we'll have on the list, but obviously it wasn't. But yeah, it's number 3 on my list. I did really enjoy it. Okay, now at number 2, this was a bit easier because this month I gave one film 4.5 stars and one film 5 stars, so obviously that made sense. At number 2, I've got Storks. I love this movie. It's a brilliant animation film, and I have really sad news as well. I need to find it. It's not in the box. I noticed that yesterday when we were getting them all together for February's, and I was like, oh my gosh, where has it gone? Where have I put it? I usually find it's in the box of the movie that I watched after this, so I need to go through, and then in that box there's like something else, and I have to go back and it's like a whole like treasure hunt trail of whatever's in that box, to find things. Anyway, Storks, I need to find it because I really did enjoy it, and I really want to rewatch this film. Again, I gave it 4.5 stars. I think it was so heartfelt and sweet, and the soundtrack was really good. I really loved that. There's a little bit of a few annoying things, which I think if they hadn't have been there, the annoying things, I would have given it 5 stars. I loved Tulip, who is our main female character here. She was brilliant. I did actually do a whole kind of review on this one, as well as Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, which was like a 20-minute review, so, but yeah, I really, really enjoyed this. I would recommend it. If you enjoy animation films and you haven't seen Storks, I really enjoyed it, and I really thought it was a really good, cute, heartwarming animation, so I really enjoyed that one. And then, at number 1, my favourite film that I watched and picked up in February 2017 is Train to Busan. It's weird, I just talked about this in Friday reviews, but I loved this film. I gave it 5 stars. It was brilliant. It was edge of your seat. It was also emotional, which I wasn't expecting. It was just fantastic. I just really, really recommend this one. I really, really enjoyed it, and I was not expecting this to be my favourite, and I think that's what I love about picking up Monday Movie Hunt pickups and picking up a variety of films, is that if you would have given me the stack of February's releases, I think it was 12, all in one go, and said what do you think your top 5 will be, I didn't think this one would be my number 1 at all. I mean, I probably would have thought Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children would be right at the top. I probably would have thought Trolls would be above Storks. Like, you just don't know, you can't predict what they're going to be, and I love that about films. And this film really, really surprised me, and I really, really recommend everybody to watch this one. I don't think it's like too overly gory, so I think, you know, but I just really want to watch this one again. I really recommend it. Please watch this movie if you haven't seen it yet. I loved it, loved it. So yeah, this was my only 5-star movie that I picked up in February, so it really was really good. So those are my 5 movies that I thought were the best in February. Again, it was kind of hard because I gave a lot of them 4, so they were kind of all tied. But you guys will see that in the weekend's video. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below which of these you've seen, and I think it's really interesting actually to now compare my video to Josh's video. Obviously we watched the same 12 films, so my top 5 to his top 5. It's kind of very interesting to see. If you haven't checked out his video, I will link it somewhere so you can check that out, because he actually went a little bit more in depth than I did on the films, and of course it was a different 5. But yeah, until then, I will see you guys next time. Thumbs up if you enjoy this and would like me to continue to do one of these at the end of every month, giving you my top 5 of the month's pickups, and I will do that. Subscribe if you haven't already, or if you are a newbie, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye!